Hey guys, and welcome back. I am the Seven Swords, and we are back in Skyrim in the Caves of Azura. We just got into the mammoth area, where there seems to be a lot of mammoths around here, but we've been warned by a note not to hurt them, because apparently if you attack one, they all become um, violent. Apparently these mammoths aren't affected by Hunterborn. Completely forgot about Hunterborn until I clicked it, and then I realized it wasn't activating Hunterborn and thought, interesting. We'll just say that it's too rotted for it. We have the Nuzmen's cooling system. We might go explore it in a second. We still have to go off in that direction, but I would like to go check out this area real quick. I don't know if these crystals are supposed to be ice, but I do know, I mentioned in the last one that I do know these crystals are from um, inside of Azura's star. Spoiler, but you eventually go inside the star to fix it. Or to purge it of the soul that is inside. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Not a big fan of Azura myself. One of my least favorite Daedric lords, and must say she's also not exactly not a big fan of her entirety. Though she is an interesting Daedric lord to say the least. Um, in my D&D campaign, um, oh, it's a shrine to Debella all the way down here. Fascinating. No, thank you, Debella. I will take a blessing, though. Let's see what Debella's blessing does for us. I don't remember. I think it has something to do with health. Prices are 10% better, so no. Very much not health. It's interesting, though, that we have Debella's statue down here and a statue of Azura. The Daedric princes and the Aedra usually do not get seen together very often, and usually if they do, there's usually combat involved. Though I've been curious myself about whether or not they are hostile. Apparently the inside of that house was never textured properly. I do find all these bugs interesting. I'm not somebody who it really bothers me. Oh, pretty cool. Oh wow, that's really pretty. I am noticing we are far off the beaten trail now. Although I'm wondering if it's a if there's two ways to get through this, and we've just taken the path to the right, and the path to the left could have easily taken us there as well. If not, we'll always fast travel back to the cooling system and continue our exploration from there. Bathmouth Pipe House. Interesting. Oh, another person. There's gonna be another fisher.
I've been hunting and fishing in these
Yep.
parts for years.
I don't know why. Why are you so deep underground? I don't know why, but running into people down here feels so weird thanks to just how weird this place is. The Orcish armor. I like how it's 1,000 gold. Makes this stuff extremely valuable. So this stuff could probably get you a good, decent chunk of change for an early character. Check out the pipe house. Oh. Okay. There's a door up there, but I'm guessing that's where we're gonna come out. Maybe. It is always possible this place is just built to be space filler. But do like the architecture, and I like getting a chance to see everything. And we've seen some pretty incredible stuff so far, so I'm thinking it's worth it to check. Is that a dwarven axe? Why do I feel like that's rare? Do I just not see them very often, or is this like a unique weapon? Oh no, it's not a unique weapon. I just didn't see it properly. Dresser and a bed. Oh, and then it comes out over to here. That's not bad. It's just looking like a nice little house structure. I could see Sarah. I could see it if this was. I love the glitches. I find glitches fascinating when I'm playing through these. I'm not. It's nothing against the person. Like I have no chance at ever making anything like this. So there's no way I'd bash on him for a couple of glitches. But I do think the little glitches are hilarious and bring like a good, certain level of entertainment value to a game. As long as they're not game breaking, especially visual glitches. As long as it's not visual glitches that make everything harder. Like the enemies falling into the ground were a little bit annoying, but not as big of a problem. Oh. I was just about to say, it's a canal lock. I'm seeing a lot of boats in the upcoming area. Holy moly. Check inside. Oh. I was not expecting it to just see. Now Bethesda would have put this inside of like a building, and like you'd have to go through a loading zone. I love the fact that they didn't. Pour, take the oil. Now this is definitely interesting because I definitely would like to have seen this. I definitely have never thought of a dwarven canal lock like this, but this makes complete sense for the dwarves. I also want to know if that ship has any loot. I instantly my adventurer's desires are tingling. There's a lot of boats down this way, I'm noticing. I'm gonna walk down this way to check it out, but I am wondering how much farther I'm going to be able to go at this point. This was some kind of canal break. Maybe it was to flood this area to make it easier to get through. We have our own we have an abandoned ship here. Yep, we're definitely getting closer to where we're going, even though we went the other way. Might not go back. We might go back. I haven't decided yet. But I'm thinking that this might be a Vajanchel finally. Or it might not be. I'm also thinking that might be a floating. We might be seeing some floating stuff that shouldn't be floating. Well, just don't look at it directly and it won't cause any problems, hopefully.
Something's not right.
Nope. Yeah, vampires. Hello. Why can't we be friends? Not that I would want to be friends with you guys. Wait a minute, you guys got death hounds. Hey, do you guys know Harkon? I'm a friend of Harkon's. I'm actually working for him right now. Although, that's not why I'm down here. This is more of a personal exploration. Yeah, no one bests me. Bye, orc. I should have turned into a vampire lord and killed him.
You're no match for me, fledgling.
That's nice. I take all the stuff. I think it's cool. You can keep the boots. Human flesh, human heart. Biography of Baron Zaya. Spirit of Nirn. And Life of Uriel Septim the 7th. Was Uriel Septim the 7th the one from Oblivion? Or was that a different Uriel Septim? I know that was a Septim in the Septim Dynasty, but I don't remember if that was Uriel Septim the 7th or that was the 8th or something like that. You don't have to run away from me. You can just die. A dead scholar. Interesting. Anything useful, scholar? Nords Arise. Pretty sure that's just a normal book. So it will be ignored. A bunch of elven swords. A high elf and some more chat and another chest. Gold. Sarah would probably find it very interesting if she ends up finding something from the Thalmor down here. I haven't seen anything of interest of them yet. And just because it's elven doesn't make it Thalmor. He's not a straight up racist. He doesn't hate elves just because of the fact that she hates the Thalmor. Not to mention, there are more in the Thalmor than just elves. I'm pretty sure the Aldmeri Dominion is a big part of the Thalmor. That the Thalmor and the Aldmeri Dominion are connected. And I'm pretty sure that that includes Khajiit and a few others. I know it's elves, Khajiit, and I think wood elves, if I'm correct, but I might be wrong there. Like they were torturing somebody down here. Let's pop over there real quick and see what's up. Redguard, Dark Elf, Elf, Imperial Soldier. Interesting. Too bad they're not like vampires from my... Too bad I'm not like a vampire from my world, where if a vampire drinks the blood of somebody, they can use it to actually, like, cover some memories from them. Makes it useful for lore building in D&D. Although I can say that Sarah is not a vampire in my playthrough in D&D. She is a lich, though she's a different form of lich. I think I've mentioned before that she's a light lich, which basically means that she works more with souls than she does the corpses. Probably be called a soulmancer or something like that, but I called them a light lich. And unlike some of the other, other than like a lich, a light lich is genetic. You're a Volkahara vampire. Why are you fighting me? Oops. Go. Did I send her through the wall? Oh, there she is. I did send her through the wall. I just sent her through the other wall. Elemental Blast. There we go. I guess they've been out of the loop for too long for Sarah to have made friends with them. Well, like the vampire robes, even though they're just basically dark versions of normal clothes. And I'm always looking for more, clothing for Sarah. Bit on troll slaying, which apparently they were slaying trolls and possibly even eating them. I don't know if you could, I guess you could eat troll meat. I think that's something in this game that you can do, especially with Hunterborn. I don't know if I'd want to eat troll meat. I think it'd be a lot like eating a monkey. At least that's about the closest thing I could think to a troll. Well, except for maybe a troll on the internet. Got burnt corpses. Ancient Nord battle axe. Okay, I was very confused because the shapes and stuff kind of made it look like it was like a crown or something. Brain was kind of confused on that for a minute. If I pull this, will that open this? No. It'll shoot fire. Let's not do that. Like cooking people. Weird. Oh, time to go back out. Now, we've searched most of this area now and taken care of most of the vampires here, which probably won't tell Harkin about this. No reason to go tell him we ended up killing a bunch of Valkyr vampires down in an underground ruins. Then we'd have to explain what we found in the underground ruins. We'd have to tell him about what was going on down there, and just a whole bunch of stuff we don't want to be sharing with him, just because we don't trust Harkon too much too yet. Sarah is definitely one who she is about that power, less than about anything else, and she's mostly just helping Harkon because he gave her power. She's kind of returning the favor and helping him. Not to mention, she feels like if she goes along with him, she might learn a little bit more. Might get a little bit more. Let's go check out the dockhouse. Every once in a while, for like a couple of couple seconds, I'll forget what I'm doing. Like, I forgot why we were here, why we were searching this place. And I suddenly remembered that we're down here looking for a city. This reminds me, though, of another game called Dwarf Fortress. And the reason it reminds me of that is there's caverns in Dwarf Fortress. And, like, if I ever get the game, I currently do not have the Steam version. I have it wishlisted, but it's too expensive for me right now. And I don't like playing the free version because the free version is confusing to me because I tried it a few years ago. But I've always thought if I get it and I start exploring, I'm going to want to have a fortress that lives down in the caverns. Because I'm going to want to explore the caverns, because I think the caverns are really cool. I think the idea of exploring giant underground subterranean caverns would be interesting. Especially making, like, roads through it, like the dwarf roads in the deep roads in Dragon Age, I think it is. I don't think that I'm a big fan of Dragon Age. I actually have only played it a little bit. But I thought the lore of it was very good. I thought I heard somebody there for a second. Weird. Moving on. I am tempted to go back to that cooling station just to see what's up and teleport back here. But I kind of want to keep pushing until we find somewhere else. Because right now, if I go back, the only option is to teleport back to no, Hagraven. Another Hagraven down. I don't think Sarah has anything against them. But yeah, I probably would want to find some place like that's a decent location, and then travel back and forth between the two places. I definitely don't want to lose the progress of how far I've come, and I don't want to teleport all the way back to that dock area. We're gonna keep pushing. I do like these boats, though. It makes me wonder: was the entire place underwater, or why are these here? Again, it's another situation of a lore that I'm like, I want lore. I want to know what's going on. There are probably some people out there who are like, if you want lore, make your own. I could, but I'm kind of curious on what the lore, the lore ramifications of this place was. Like, the other question is like, okay, this guy is obviously a Breton. Like, is he from this ship? And if so, that ship hasn't been there for very long because his corpse is in pretty good condition. That, or it's because of the fact that Bethesda doesn't, the game doesn't really have any desecrated corpses that are like aging, and just putting a skeleton there wouldn't have told as much of a story as us seeing a Breton there. Although I don't think Sarah gets sentimental about it being one of her race. She doesn't really care. At this point, she's so obsessed with power and so obsessed with research that I think she's lost a lot of what was considered her humanity. I could see it trying to come back, but I don't see her being too worried about it. I think I see another bit of a cave in from the roof. Oh wait, nope. The fog just was obscuring it. I do love all these ships. Like, I don't think shipwrecks are something you see very... Shipwrecks are something that you can see a lot in Skyrim, but you don't see them as often as I'm seeing them down here, because they're usually just all in the Sea of Ghosts and underwater, and not many people go there unless a quest pushed them in that direction. But I definitely enjoy seeing all these different shipwrecks. It brings this area to being a lot more interesting, to say the least. Oh. Place is massive. We still have a long way to go, apparently. I think that might be another location. That's a big Imperial ship. We're definitely checking that one out. Also noticing there's another quest marker in that direction. Go check out this one. Let's go check out this ship real quick. Because this is a huge Imperial ship. This is like a major vessel. I'm definitely interested in seeing what's inside this one. I can't get inside. It also didn't look like there was much. Probably a bunch of Imperials. Makes sense for an Imperial ship. Aha! I got inside. I probably didn't need to come in here, though. Oh no. Oh no, I'm trapped. I'm trapped! And thus the Great Sarah was defeated by becoming trapped inside of a broken boat. Another soul lost on the search for Asvanjal. Whatever this place is called. And the ruins of the Azura Cave. Some would wonder if Azura was the one who wanted to kill her. None would know. I could see Azura having an interest in Sarah at this point. Probably nothing too great. Black Reach Waterway. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh. Okay, this is interesting. Because this, pretty sure, is Blackreach back in Skyrim. Like, back in Skyrim Basic. Derelict Pump House. Hello, Dormer Guardian. Alright. Let's head upstairs. Let's head up real quick. Because I'm thinking I know where this is. And if this is, I want to make sure that this is connected fully. And it seems to be, although I'm very curious because it seems very odd. We're getting far off track. Need to go back down. Rubberush Deeth Market. What's this? Hello? Thanks. Hello. Something tells me there's supposed to be a lever. What sees a lever? Is there an upper portion I can see? Interesting. Oh, Oh, this is another lift to the surface. Let's go up real quick just to make sure that this has been opened. It looks like it's been opened. Because there's that, because it's open down here. But I want to make sure. Yep. Another lift of another lift up into Skyrim. Blackreach becomes something that's very connected if you end up trying to connect it. I wish there was more of a quest in opening these towers. Maybe like have it to be to where every time you open a tower it activates like a beacon or something, and then once you activate them all it opens up like a big Twimmer dungeon somewhere on the surface. We're heading back down. I don't want to explore Blackreach right now because that's not the goal and that's not part of this mod. I thought we're keeping to the mod, obviously. Alright. Now, back into Azura's caves. So does that mean I could have found my way all the way down here without going in through the entrance and finding the 5 keys? Be it would have been blocked. I was expecting it to be something that I had to find a button or something to switch to connect Blackreach to here, and it would just been another convoluted long way to get back up to the surface. Which would make sense. This is a very long path to take to get down here. I definitely wasn't expecting it to be this many connecting paths to the surface, though. More stuffs. Mythical Knights Volume 1. Interesting. And Captain's Log. After a few days of floating down the canals, we've arrived at the dwarven city of Avanchal. The ship is very useful for moving our product down the canals toward the city. At best, trying to transport all of the cargo by cart. We'll spend a few days in port before unloading our supplies and returning to the ship to the harbor up the canal. This journey has been adventurous, but the Dwarmer will pay a high price for imported goods down here. Mondares. Crew have finally finished unloading and we're preparing to depart. The harbor master helped us greatly, but he seemed on edge. Come to think of it, most of the residents seemed on edge. I told my crew to stay vigilant. Something's not right down here. Interesting. I wonder if that's because it was getting close to the fall of the city. Something that is noticeable, and I am taking considerable note of it while we're traveling through here, is that, like, the water's gone. Like, that's something to be considered. Oop, here we go. Laza docks discovered. So is this Asvenchal? I mean, we've come to like 6 or 7 places now that I'm like, is this Asvenchal? Is this Asvenchal? I'm now like starting to wonder if we'll ever actually make it to the city. I want to go that way because that is the marker of a shrine. I'm curious to see what shrine this might be. I don't think it's one of the Winter Sun shrines. I think it might just be another shrine to Azura, which is what I'm looking like. Ooh. A horse. Hello, horse. Not what I meant to do. I hope you're not going to follow me now. Whoa, okay.
Yes.
Hello. Khajiit. I see.
This one needs something?
Make
The
our-
longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more empty this land seems.
You're not traveling the roads of Skyrim, you're traveling the roads of Asvanchal at this point. I was kind of hoping I could trade with them.
This one needs something?
Nope. Staying. Okay. Let's head back the way we came and back into the... what I'm guessing is the city. I scanned it weakened by daylight. What? Daylight. Three. Interesting. Alright. Where are we, and have we finally gotten here? And bigger question, why are we here? Saw a bird up there. Flower, snow bells, death bell. Not snow bells, snowberries. Hello. Just being a pain.
Looks like we got at last.
You die.
Enough! This ends now!
That's annoying. Hope he wasn't important. He wasn't important. That's annoying. Adventure. Finally. What are we looking at? Explore Amundsen and find Adventure. Find the missing scholars. Interesting. Missing scholars. Ant tree underground reminds me of the Gilder Green. We haven't done this one, but I mean in this run. Not surprising, since I don't know what I would do with that, since there's a couple of different ways I could end that, and depending on how Sarah's allegiances run, it does change on what I would want to do. I didn't realize I could just walk down the steps. I had to walk down here a long time ago. This place is huge. I think I've said that about 1 billion times. Right, is this where I'm supposed to say, if you counted how many times I said this place is huge, even in the comment section down below. And let me know, did you go back and watch it over again to see how many times I said that since we walked into Adventure? Or have you been just counting this entire time? Because I'm curious to know which one it is. Because, dear Lord, if you went back to look, that's dedication to answering a random question on the internet. Azura's College of Diverse Magics. College of Azura. Interesting. Everything's so focused around Azura. I didn't even realize the Dwemer were that into Azura. I thought they were obsessed with becoming a god. Maybe that was just parts of them. I mean, they did say that they heard about Red Mountain long before, and were still here after it. So maybe the ones who were wanting to become a god became a god when the Red Mountain exploded. Less diamond, ultimate health. What's in the dresser? Nope. Would not consider a Dwemer pan. Good. I'm noticing an increasing number of corpses. Azura's Mark. Interesting. Another spell. Spell Tome Azura's Mark. Call down the might of Azura, damaging all or enemies around you with shock damage. Jam. Is it pop or country? What's the queen listen to? Is that bad? Did someone use the Azura's Mark here and it ended up killing everybody? That's my next question is, where is everybody? I guess the Dwemer wouldn't be here because we wouldn't have Dwemer to put down here. Could always see if the Gilded wanted to come live down here. Be an idea. Then again, the Gilded are an insane group of robotic constructs that are probably not worthy of human society, let alone the fact that they just kill me the moment they saw me. This is not me being mean to them, this is me saying the truth. Let's see. Progress log 1, progress log 2. Note of closure. We might read through these later. I don't feel like we're reading them right now. We have yet to receive word on when we will start rebuilding, but we assure you that we have every control and you are not in danger currently. So, guessing that there was some kind of disaster? That's why this place is all ruins? I like how there's a beam of light over there. We're going to the center, because I want to go see this tree. I remember that his orders were something about Azura's tree. Giant Dwemer spiders. Hi guys. Lord Dedris Spirit. Lord Caloris Spirit. Got anything good on you? Oh dear Lord. Looks like a dark elf. Knock it off. Coins. I'm not looting all of the Dwemer armor. I might take the Dwemer crossbow. We're definitely taking the Dwemer bolts. Take the Dwemer crossbow. Morgant and Nick. Rise of Magica. Rise of Magica. Go. That's not a good sign. Maybe it's the other door. Oh, found a person. Treasure hunter. You good? Treasure not finder. Sheesh. Fish? Nope, crystal. How tree observatory? Wimmer corpse. Ooh, it's not one of these things. Although, interestingly, this is at the bottom. I normally, this place is weird. Asventel Reel. Field journal. Paper. Head upstairs, because there's definitely something up there. Looks like they're dead. Anything good in here? Fabio's journal, which probably just tells us to go to the armory. Key, we now have like 2 copies of those things. I get the thought process though, you want to have a couple of them so that they always is a way of getting in there just in case. Press a button? Oh. Oh, button to press. Wonder what this place was for. Oh! Oh, it's glass! I expected to fall. Weird. It was extremely clear for being glass. We gotta go through the armory. It's gonna be fun, because that means we gotta go through the armory. But, that'll probably be in the next one. We have found the scholars. Now we're just trying to get to the armory. Not really entirely sure why. Probably if I read some of these books, I'd probably have some of this information answered. But I don't feel like reading right now. See if they killed me. Darn, I'm too late. The scholars didn't make it. I wonder what happened to them. Maybe they turned on each other. Maybe the guardians got to them. Their sacrifice will be remembered. Should go out of here before anything like this happens to me. Azura's manor through the armory. Interesting. I don't mind cussing personally. If you guys wonder why I keep censoring or not saying the cuss words, it's because of the fact that I choose not to cuss. Not that I have an issue with it, I just don't see a point in it if it's not something to be done with purpose. Oh, that's interesting. We'll find out what it means in the next one. See you guys in the next one.